Ladies and gentlemen, we build on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast.
Yeah, check 1 2, yeah. What's cracking, Jackson? What's poppin'? Y'all already know it's finna be one of them nights, one of them days. I'm your temporary host / engineer, producer, AD Ross, holding it down. Killah Priest is on a flight, or he has already arrived at that Florida event that y'all already know about, or should already know about. So there's going to be a event going on tomorrow. I'll pop the flyer up on screen real quick. In Florida. Hold on a second. Damn, I forgot that was showing. Do it over here. Damn, hold up. I got my windows everywhere. Up that flyer. What's good with y'all? Damn, it's on the website too. Okay, here we go. Bring it up on screen. Bam. So that's going on tomorrow. Killah Priest, along with all these amazing artists right here in Florida. So if you're in Florida, you got to go peep this. It's in Miami. 4178 Southwest 74th CT Court, Miami, Florida. $15 at the door. If you are in that area, y'all got to check it out. You're going to see Priest there. Along with Ty Phoenix, Shadow League, Kill Ripken, Kazodiac. So that's where Priest is at right now. He's going to probably be joining us on the Zoom here real soon. You know what I'm saying? Here's another part of that flyer. Through the Knowledge Radio. Going to be up in there. Tomorrow, 6 to 9 p.m. $12 cover. Y'all check that out if y'all in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So that's the update. That's what's popping. But what's good with y'all? What's going on? Jody Southworth in the house. Rakib El Sham. Riff. What's happening? All right, so let me get the Zoom rocking. And we're going with the flow. Let's see what pops today. I literally just set this up and then just go. Freestyling as we're going to freestyle topics until we get Priest in the Zoom. Y'all know how we do. Logging in. What's going on with everybody? What day is it? Thursday. Day of Thor. Yeah. Day of Jupiter. It's Jupiter Day. Okay, got the link. Sending it to Priest right now. Bam. All right. So we back. What's good? What's happening with everybody? Let's see. We got Divinity in the house. Aaron Jeffers, DJ Flicks, Solar Facts, Mo Life. Yeah. David Flores Animation. He says, we are ants. Billy Bob in the house. Yeah, what's happening? What's happening? All right. We going with the flow. You already know how we go. I'm going to bring up the website. Again, if y'all don't know about the killerpriest.tv, stay up to date on that. Yeah. Damn. 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 But yeah, this is the website, y'all. I put the flyer up there. For now, y'all can check that out. Stay up to date with the latest releases. As you know, Priest has the new album coming out September 21st on a Sunday. Abraxas Act 2. That's what it's called. That's coming out on September 21st. It's going to be lit. On the top, you can click on the shop. Bam. Still has some of these books available. Let's see what's available yet. Oh, damn. Something about this. So the 3 gemstones still available. You want to get. This is the journal books. You can use these for writing. That Priest has the brown and green. So basically, what's pictured right here is still available. They're one of a kind. So Priest literally only has like 1 in stock of each at the moment. He has a secret source for these special writing books. Got the Owl Dream Catcher available. Moon Tree, Tree Goddess, and Winged Girl. That one. And these 2. And they have a special like metallic latch right there. So these are good, obviously, for writing stuff, journaling, sketching. You know what I'm saying? Writing your own scriptures. Whatever you want to do. Those are up there. You got the Abraxas tan shirts. These are good for the summer because it's not like wearing black in the summer like I do. It's hot. All the way up to quadruple X large. Damn. The usual shirts. Priest logo with the Woo yellow. And this is Priest only fan right here. Oh, damn. Where am I sounding? I gotta check on my sound effects. Damn, it's one of them days. And all that. Okay, so you see what's up with that shop. Let's go back. Let's go back. Podcraft merch. This is specifically for the craft. Check these out. Got the standard shirts. Got the polo. I should probably start rocking the polo pretty soon. Podcraft hats. Got the bucket hats. Beanie. Right in time for fall. The mugs are really popular. Everyone be getting the mugs. You know, get one for your girl. Tank, hoodies, aprons for you cooks out there. Water bottle. Y'all already know. Actually got a couple of these already. The tote bags, those are good. Let's see. Duffel bags. We should get a pillow for the couch. The crossbody hip bag. I be seeing these so often. Everyone's got the crossbody bags over at the club now. It's a good spot to, like, you know, it's not a man purse. It's a satchel like Indiana Jones. You wear it across. It's not a fanny pack. It looks dope, and it's like, you know, sometimes you got to carry a big wad of cash, and it's not gonna fit in your pockets. You gotta wear the crossbody and everything. You already know. Tell you. All right, so that's that for that. You still want to get CDs and vinyl, that's available, DVDs, and all that. Some of y'all will be asking about how do I send songs for the song promotion segment. As you may know, we have a song promotion segment at the end of the show. We're doing it today also. That allows you to send in your music to be promoted on this show. You may have to hit refresh once you go here to see the online form. And then from right here, you'll see you can upload a minute and a half or send in like a link to your YouTube song or whatever. 3 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Fill out the form, put the link to your YouTube, and then we play your track right here on the show, like MTV style. Total Request Live style. You know what I'm saying? And then I present your song Carson Daly style. We play your song. If it's a video, we show the video, obviously. And then, it gets seen. Each episode gets between 2,000 and 5,000 views, depending on, guests and stuff like that. But cool thing is a lot of artists will take the clip of us playing it and talking about it, put it on Instagram, hashtag Killah Priest Podcraft. And then, it just increases value, increases views. We put the link to your social media in the description box. And then that helps your SEO. You know what I mean? It helps you get links. People get more followers. It's promotion. Hence, song promotion. So that goes on at the end of the show if y'all don't know. And you can sign up for that right there on the website. And the link is in the description. So that's a little update for all the new viewers that are watching the show. We got a lot of regulars already in the building right now. But that's for y'all who are tuning in for the first time. And if you are tuning in for the very first time, I'm not the official host, obviously. Usually we got Priest in the building. And but he's, away at the moment. We're hoping he joins the Zoom real soon. Let me get speaking of the Zoom, get it up and running right now. Up real quick. Need a placeholder. Anyway, what's going on with y'all? What's new? What's happening? What are we talking about? What's the topic? What's the topic for the rocket? Let me hit share. This is the challenge when the engineer is also the host, because now you got to see and hear everything I'm doing. Set it all up. But we do the best we can. We do the best we can. All right. Ba-bam. So that's where we'll see Priest, if he hopefully joins soon. Let me tell him right now. All right. We back. Carson AD. Carson Daly. I don't know what's up. Hold on. Huh. Hold on. Aha. It was off. There we go. Now I got a laugh track so I can pretend I'm funny. Wish I had it when I was just walking around. Okay, we back. You the Paul Schaefer of Killah Priest David Letterman. Yeah. Okay. 2 moons in Virgo. Oh, you talking about the new moons? Yeah, we're going into eclipse season next month. You're the roots to Killah Priest. Yeah, man. Dude, the roots is fire. For real. But yeah, remember Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon. Yeah, he was the sidekick right there. Aurora Barless said Arson Daily. He crazy. Yeah, man. So, yeah, the show is set up like a Tonight Show. That's kind of what I was going for. You know what I mean? Just to make Priest the host like that. And we originally had him on the left. But when you watch most Tonight shows and like Fallon and Kimmel, the host is on the right. And that's not just by tradition. It's just better to do that. So then I flip the angle. So when you see Priest, he's right there on the right. Okay, we got him here. Hold on. I forgot I had the waiting room on. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Praxis 2.
Hey.
Oh Lord. Let y'all know, man. I'm in the airport.
Oh, word?
Hold on.
LAX?
Yeah. Yep.
There he is. Is that Florida airport or LAX?
LAX. I'm on my way to Florida though.
Okay.
I'm on my way. Yeah. All right, just to let y'all know what's good.
Damn.
Shout out to everybody, man. What's good? I'm getting to a destination.
Okay.
I'm walking over. Yeah. As soon as I get through, I'm gonna come back on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down in 5 minutes.
That's what's up.
I need y'all to fill up the seats. Hit that like, that subscribe. Let's get to 100K. We almost there. I need everybody to represent for this Abraxas 2. I'll be sitting down in a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, man. This album's gonna be big, man. Abraxas was a hit. But Abraxas 2, yo, it's gonna be fire. Okay. Abraxas 2, man. So that's what's up. September 21st. And I believe that's also another new moon. And that's also, around the time of the equinox. Not the exact day, but it's it's all around that time. We go into Libra around that time. But September 21st, powerful date. That's what's up. But yeah, he's at LAX, y'all. So, man, the last time I flew was when I went to Florida. I take it back. I went to Vegas. Like an hour flight. Not even. I think it was like 45 minutes from California to Vegas. Not a big fan of Vegas, man. It's a lot of desert. The weather's a little dry. It's also why I don't like Palm Springs. Everyone talks about, ooh, Palm Springs. Ooh. Nah. It's dry in Palm Springs. My cousin got married in Palm Springs. And I couldn't wait to get out of there. I just couldn't breathe right. Didn't feel right. It was just, maybe I'm just used to like California, like close to the beach air. When you're close to the beach, the air is, even though it's like LA, it's still a lot more fresh and clear. You can breathe better. There seems to be more oxygen the more you go into like the beach area. It's just fresh. You can kind of, the closer you get, the more you can smell the ocean too. And once you're used to that, your whole system, your whole endocrine system, everything is just used to that fresh air. And then once you go into Palm Springs, you would think there's more palms. There should be more oxygen. I don't know. It's just too dry and musty. And I'm just like, Palm Springs, who wants to live here? I get it's classic, like a place where some people go to retire. But, and then Vegas feels like Palm Springs. Do you know what I mean? It's like you know, all the casino stuff gets old. You know, you see all the shows. Okay, that's nice. You know, ooh, fancy hotels. All right. And then it's like, when do we go home? Because the California air, man, the beach air, it's just fresh. I mean, that could just be me because, you know, Pisces like to be by water or whatever. I don't know. Then Florida, man, Florida got that humidity. If y'all ever been to Florida, it's not dry. It's opposite. It's moist. So it's humid out there. So you got a lot more water in the air. It's still warm, but I would rather be in Florida than Palm Springs or Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Solar Effects Miami over LA all day. That's what's up. Yeah, I haven't been to Florida since I went to Walt Disney World. That was when I was a kid. But even then, I remember Florida. I remember how humid it was. I wasn't used to that. You know? But yeah, LA still feels like paradise. I gotta go to Hawaii. I know everyone talks about Hawaii. That tropicalness. I'm sure it's way nicer over there. You know what I mean? Because I'm still over here by the 405 thinking it's fresh air. You know, when I could still smell the 10W30 in the air. But yeah, I gotta go to Hawaii one day. But Hawaii be scary too. Like there was a tsunami reporting. You know what I'm saying? There was they got volcanoes that erupted recently. Y'all know about that? And then, you know, all that stuff that happened in Maui. But that's a whole other podcraft to talk about that. Rakib says people actually live longer, those that live there in their later years. That's probably why people move to Florida all the time. There's a lot of an older generation. Oh, the whole East Coast gets humid. Okay. Whack from the flight path. Jody says, I lived in Hawaii a couple times. Beautiful place, but it gets boring after a while. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it's kind of a paradise, you know? We all talk about like going into a tropical area and like seeing the beauty. Once you see all that beauty, it's great. But like, that's also a place to where you would want to do like meditation, find yourself or all that. You know what I mean? It's definitely like its own heaven, if you will. Do you know what I mean? But that's why it's a good place for romance. You know what I mean? Don't take a girl there unless you're serious. You know what I'm saying? Or you just got a lot of money. But yeah, Hawaii seems great for all that. Rakib says, last time I was there, something was off with the people in Palm Springs. I think it's the atmosphere. It's like this weird clash between the desert. No, it's the desert. It's just straight up the desert. It's just hot. And it's just like, it's just very dry. Divinity says, I enjoy the warmth without dripping sweat. Yeah. You know, you get used to what you get used to. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's get on with it. What else we got going on? I got some things here. I got some videos I saved that touch on certain topics. Let me see. Let me go to... Okay. It's gonna be some random stuff, bro. It's gonna be some randomness going on here. Let me see if I can pull this on screen. Give me a second, yo. Setting it up. Okay. We go into Instagram. Here's something funny. Why rappers hate their fans. This dude got a pillow made with his favorite rapper and then had the rapper take a picture with it. Why rappers hate their fans. What else we got? Michael Jackson ended half of world hunger in the 1980s and 90s by himself. And people wonder why they tried to suppress him. You know what I mean? They attacked him in many ways, accused him of doing things that's still being, discussed to this day. To this day. But he was powerful. When you get to be so powerful that you're more powerful than the presidents and the kings and the leaders, and they can't control you, they do everything they can to suppress you. Y'all already kind of know about that. We could do a whole series of episodes on Michael Jackson. But that's an interesting thing to talk about. Ended half of world hunger in the 80s and 90s. Somebody with a lot of money, if they spend it right, they can make a real big difference. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. What is this? That's millennials in 30 years. Yeah, it's funny when you think about it, man. Millennials in 30 years. I think longer. But yeah, because, our parents, our older generation knew about Sinatra and the Beatles and all those classic musicians, but the newer generations aren't as privy to that. So when they old, they're going to be listening to this. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, but it's also true. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, we see these older folks and we think, oh, they know about swing music. They know about Elvis Presley, Barbra Streisand, all the stuff all the folks listen to. But they're not always carried on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of your friends, a lot of the younger generations, they ain't listening to Sinatra. So when they get old, I know kids younger than this that barely even know Juvenile. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back. Yo, we've been doing a lot of traveling, man.
Yep.
What's going on, man? We up here. We about to go join the whole fam.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be crazy. So Miami gonna be off the hook. I heard you talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, AD, you know the open invitation is always for you.
I appreciate that. Yes.
Next time.
I appreciate that. You guys did invite me over there. I could have been there with y'all and all, but the way my schedule is working out right now.
And that's good too. We both busy, but at the time, but you know what, Podcraft, we always make time to make sure we come there and do this show for y'all. No matter what, rain, sleet, the snow, we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
And that's what makes things work. But yeah, man, we're still gonna work on the retreating.
Yeah.
Where we can go.
It's not going to be like this forever. I got a busy schedule doing 5 days a week, but there's going to be a new development soon with a new club opening, and then they're going to give me bigger shifts, and I'll be able to drop some other shifts. So I'll be making a little bit more, but we're having to work less. So once I have more free time, I'll be able to, join you in some of these ventures and tours and stuff like that.
Yeah. We did Rock the Bells. Time. A lot of people don't know that. We did it with Nas at Lauryn Hill. That was crazy. So we, you was DJing a
little bit.
It was dope. It was
A little
dope.
bit,
It was
yeah.
dope. Yeah,
Um,
man.
go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I just want everybody to be on point that we about to do this. What's the subject? What y'all talking about?
I mean, I've just been randomly putting up these. You know how when I find something funny on Instagram or something good for the Podcraft, I put it in that Instagram
Yeah.
folder that you see.
Uh,
Like
yeah.
we collaborate on that Instagram folder. So I was kind of just
Right.
going through that with some random stuff.
Right.
I put on screen this thing about Michael Jackson, and right now we've been talking about millennials listening back to their old music.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
It's gonna be crazy, man.
when they get old.
Yo, yeah, yeah. Fast food now, and then they're gonna look at it like, man, there was when at a time when you gonna need it, you're gonna look back to it like what's crazy. So and they don't even support real hip hop.
Yeah,
People who talk about their mental, but they support. That's why I say play more for Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. The cats they be listening to all type of stuff, man. That's no good for you. They claim to be conscious.
yeah. No, but
Word.
you know what's common also, especially in your world. I notice in the comments sections of a lot of your videos is some people be coming through that don't even normally listen to hip hop, but they stumbled
true.
across you. They listen to your
Yeah.
music, and now they're kind of like, it's like you're a gateway. You know what I mean? Like they didn't used to listen to hip hop. They started listening to Killah Priest, and then they became interested.
Hey, that's what it's about, man. It's what teach one.
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta come back. My food just came.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
But yeah, man, it's incredible how, I see it in the comment sections. I try to go through Priest's videos to make sure everything is cool, but I look at the comment section and it's like a lot of, boy, he has so many like cult like followers. You know what I mean? And I started working with Priest back in 2008. And I did not know until we started working on the YouTube stuff. I did not know the extent of his fan base, man. I was like, yo, people are really into Priest, man. I was like real fans, you know what I'm saying? Like hardcore fans. And it was a lot of education for me back then to, because I knew of him, but I did not know the extent of his catalog. And then, going through all of his tracks and going through all of the songs and the stuff, like, wow, it's overwhelming. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's amazing how he's able to put all this stuff together. But to this day, there's still tracks I haven't heard. I'll be honest. I heard a lot of his stuff, but it's hard to keep up with, a lot of these fans, too, that I've heard, tracks since day one, But it's great to check out the older stuff and the newer stuff and seeing the development that's happened. So it's great. Okay, Damien says, "Love y'all as the day do. Just saying, hey, enjoy y'all. Bet all is as it should be." I like that. All is as it should be. Shout out to Damian Hayes. Solar Fact says, "I went to school with a metalhead white boy, but he loved KP to life." There you go. That's what I'm saying. There's some people that are like, you would think they're all into one genre. Like they'll dress like metalheads, they'll be heavy metalheads, they'll be rockers, but they know about Priest or they know about Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? So it's like, some artists can be appreciated across all genres. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing. There's some hip hop heads that, listen to Linkin Park or they'll listen to Dream Theater. There's some hip hop heads that'll listen to Cradle of Filth, if y'all know who that is. Dimmu Borgir. Rammstein. But as fans of music, it is important to check out other genres. Other things will interest you. Some people like EDM and Mozart. It just depends on the feeling, the zone, the mood you want to go into. Obviously, y'all already know how that goes. It's like a buffet. Try a little bit of this, try a little bit of that. Solar Fact said Rob Zombie. Divinity says, that how people feel when I play old school hip hop in Paradise. You know, as a DJ, I work in these clubs that go until 6 o'clock in the morning. And as the club starts dying down, I feel a lot more leeway with what I play, because it just starts to become just the staff that's in the house, less customers. So I'll go less mainstream and then start playing some Onyx and some old school stuff and some Mobb Deep, you know, sneaking a little bit of Killah Priest in there. And every now and then I'll get someone come up and be like, hey, like, I know this is dope. And then we start having conversation, and there'll always be someone you didn't really think would even know about that, you know? And it's encouraging to see young girls know about Wu-Tang, you know? Like, I'm talking like 20-year-old girls wearing a Wu-Tang shirt. And you're like, what you know about that? Like, who gave you that shirt? Your older brother? Like, how do you know about Wu-Tang? Like, name a Wu-Tang song. You want to quiz her and see, like, are you just wearing a shirt? Like, do you even know who Wu-Tang is? And, you know, these little 20-year-old girls, it's like, and you'd be surprised, you know what I mean? Like, they know a few things, you know? And some of them will learn about Wu-Tang through Method Man, or they'll learn about them through various members of the group, you know? But it's interesting. You never know who's going to like what. Rakib said Neil Diamond. I mean, those are old school names. But it's interesting. The newer generation isn't going to be able to appreciate that unless they go out and search for it. What boom bap track is your favorite to play at the club? That would be a track by Tribe Called Quest. Called We the People. I can only play a little bit. YouTube flipping out. You know what track that is, so that's the one I like to play the most. I'm a huge fan of Tribe Called Quest. I just love the shuffle. Those are technically called shuffle beats. The boom bap, also known as shuffle beats. If y'all know about Fruity Loops, little button or little knob there called shuffle, and you can increase the swing or the shuffle so to make that bounce, which they don't really make much. We spoke about this on the last show when I mentioned Eminem's old stuff before he got with Dre. He had an album called Infinite, and it was all boom bap shuffle beats, and they were fire. And then once he got with Dre, he went on that whole 4/4 non-shuffle, just, you know, you know what I mean? But before that, I like the Infinite album because it was on that shuffle. And I noticed, not just me, there was an article about it, and I brought it up again before. Some newer rappers are trying to go back to that. They're trying to go back to the boom bap. They're trying to bring it back. You know what I mean? Because the trap music, you know, it kind of gets old. You know what I mean? If you're an artist out there and you're not able to appreciate the genres that are out, you got to find what works for you. You got to keep it authentic and real and make what you want to make. But there was an article, I got to find it, pulling out, where a lot of producers were going for that old school beats. They're trying to make the old school beats come back. And yeah, that's what I like. So let's see what else we got. Nas, State of New York. Okay. I could only play port.
Yeah. Yo, niggas talk shit, reminiscing about the last time the task force flipped. Niggas be running through the block shooting. Time to
Okay. That's fire. I like that beat. Yeah, it's hard. I just like the rugged stuff, you know. Solar Effect says I rock with ATCQ, but I've never heard that track. What about Electric Relaxation? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, We the People's kind of a newer track by comparison. But yeah, Electric Relaxation is dope too. Tribe of Judah at the Beverly Center in LA. Him and RZA in the late 90s. Nice. Shout out to Martin Walker. Let's see. Yeah, man. Like, I got a bunch of boom bap loops that I just mess with, and they're basically just break beats that were imported from vinyl, and I'll mess with those all day. I got one that I like. I'm not gonna show you where I got it because I might use it, but when I found it, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. And you know how some tracks, if you're a rapper or if you're a lyricist, there's some tracks that just bring it out of you and make you want to just, you know how cannabis will make you go into hip hop mode? There's some beats that just trigger you into writing to it or freestyling to it, depending on what you excel at. Hold on. I'm just gonna play this beat. I'm not gonna tell you where I got it. Well, you'll know where I got it. You're just not gonna know how to find it because I'm keeping it a secret. But I can definitely play it. Shout out to Underland Fortress. It's a type beat. Tribe Called Quest type beat. Basic. That's what I love, man. It's simple, it's basic, it's boom bap, and it's like with the right lyricist on it, it's hype. It's hype, and I get pumped up with tracks like that. Got this other one here. That is not it. There you go. Hear that snare? That's fire. Check out this one. I can already hear bars just flowing into my head, man. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And you already know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the zone I'm talking about. It's basic, but it's like jazzy, it's chill. All day with these beats. All day. And it's an interesting dynamic because they're based off samples, obviously. Now, as a producer on my end, I don't really work with samples. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it as someone who like messes around with like writing lyrics and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be a rapper, but I can't help but do it. I can't help but like make a few rap songs for myself on the side. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to come out there like that. But sometimes hip hop is like a drug, and it just you kind of want to do it just to do it and have it. You know what I mean? Just for the love of it, which is why I did that one rap track I did. Y'all already heard. But it's always to that style that I like. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can produce beats, I don't really work with samples. You know what I mean? So I can appreciate those beats, but I don't make them. Does that make sense? Because like it's coming from a different dynamic. If I'm gonna like spit on something, it's gonna be on something like that. But to make a beat from scratch, I use the keyboard. I make drums and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I just gotta flip up the way I make samples. I have to make samples. You know what I mean? But it's something about the grimy record sounding type of old school, with the trumpets, or like if they have the old school saxophones. You could emulate that. You know what I mean? I could like make a trumpet sound, make a saxophone sound, and emulate that sound. But it's that's why samples are so much better, because the authenticity is already there and you just loop it. I gotta adjust my exposure. Hold on, because the sun's going down, starting to get dark. All right, too much exposure there. So anyway, I just wanted to share that tidbit. What I missed? 90s kind of vibe. Yeah, man, I'm stuck in the 90s for real. Katana, what'd you say? Please play what? So clear it's open. Play what? G-Smoke is here. Peace. What up, G-Smoke? G-Smoke got some bangers, man. He been submitting to the song promotion segment. Aurora says, these beats are too regular for me. See, and that's cool. To each his own. I like the regular. I like that 90s style because it's a platform to, let the artists really shine. I feel like it's a nice platform for that lyricist to take stage. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's really background. The lyricist is the one that makes the beat even better. I remember back when I used to record Priest in Irvine. He would bring beats. Back then we had CDs. We all know CDs. CD-ROMs. And I would take the beat off the CD and rip it to wave. And I would hear the beat. I'd put it in the timeline. And, Priest is getting ready to go in the booth. And I play the beat. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, this is the beat you want to rap on? You want to rap on this beat? Like, snare's not that loud. I'm not feeling the kick drum. Like, I'm already tearing up the beat. I don't always say anything, but I think it. Like, I don't know. I don't like that sample. I'm already just ripping this beat to part before Priest even raps to it. And then once Priest goes in the booth, lays down his verse, all of a sudden, this beat is fire now. You know what I'm saying? Because Priest's lyrics, his voice, the way he did it, made that beat work. And now the beat made sense. Now it was like, okay, I get it now. You can never really judge a beat until you put a lyricist on it. You know what I mean? And that's what I learned from experience. Is you really can't. The artist really helps to make the beat. I could make a food comparison, but I think you get it. I just want to jump into a food comparison. Like, you're not going to eat pizza dough by itself. You got to put stuff on it. That's the best comparison I can think of right now. You're not going to have pizza dough by itself. You got to put cheese. You got to put this. You got to put that. Your mushrooms, whatever you put on pizza. It's an example. But anyway, long story short, The artist really is what makes the beat pop. So you never know how good a track's gonna be. But I like them regular beats because it makes the artist shine. You know. But everyone's got their style of beats that they like. I know pizza is usually a no because they put oil in the crust. There's a place down the street, they call it a New York pizza, but they use olive oil. So it's all good. But I still, the macros are too much. It is junk food, you're right. It was an example. It was just an example. Joey Badass put 90s beats in the youngsters in Ears 1999 album. Okay. Everyone knows how to make fried chicken until someone makes fried chicken. For real. You seen them people making fried chicken with cornflakes? So it's like you already know, instead of them frying it in oil with the breading and the egg yolk, instead of the breading they put cornflakes and then they just bake it. So it's not really fried chicken, it's just cornflakes on top of fried chicken. Y'all seen that, right? Yeah, man, I see Aurora. Yeah, it's all love, man. It's all love. We could talk about food. Aurora says, I'm just a strange guy. We're all strange guys. You know what I'm saying? We must all embrace our strange. You know what I'm saying? Look at Doctor Strange. Everybody's strange. Everybody's weird. But you have to embrace that. You should be more afraid of being normal. Or being like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We must embrace our authenticity. Atum says, owl on the back of the dollar, the one I see through the pyramid. You really want to know right now what my feeling is? Ooh, I don't want to say that on there, but you might be right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay, Atum's going right into the topics, yo. And that's what's up. I'd probably want to bring on a Crip Jesus or something like that. Or Knowledge Born on that topic because they have more information. But I agree. And the Dr. Sebi thing is interesting too because, he did that court case where they were like, okay, you got to bring in 10 people that you've cured. And he brought in like 70. Wasn't that the case? Or no, he had to bring in 3 people and he brought a lot of people into the courtroom that were cured by his teachings. And as you know, a patient cured is a customer lost. So they ain't trying to cure nothing. But you already know this. I don't want to preach to the choir. Because there's a grand choir on the Podcraft. And a lot of y'all already have a lot of knowledge. By the way, I got to address it. It's my cat's birthday today. No cap. It's true. August 28th. That's today, right? August 28th is Mojito's birthday. I know it sounds silly, but it's true. There he is. Say what's up. Say what's up. Hey, he said what's up. So it's his birthday. This cat is 16 years old. That's like 65 or something in human years. He an old ass cat. And he's supposed to be fat, and he's not. Because he eats good. I spoil this mofo with organic food and real fish and all that stuff. So anyway, happy birthday to the cat. That's the topics I bring to the show. The cat's birthday. Anyway, he's always jumping in front of the camera, so he became famous that way. So that's what's up. Anyway, where are we at? Where did I leave off? Yeah, because Sebi is the truth. Yep, Sebi is a real healer. We could talk about that, man. I thought it was interesting how he pointed out that broccoli is a hybrid. Like it wasn't an original vegetable. Yo, Rakib says, I'm mediocre and mundane, but actually mother effing insane. I'm not like you. I got light in my brain. Shout out to Rakib. Is that your bar? Yeah, salute to Mojito. Hey. Does Mojito go to the gym? No, but he runs around the house a lot. He's got a lot of energy. Then he sleeps when he's not, you know what I mean? Cats get this thing called the zooms. It usually happens in the middle of the night where they just run around the house for no reason. What's his moon sign? I don't know. I had to guess his own birth date based on when I got the cat, and I think it was like 9 weeks away from the mom. So I kind of just like calculated the best I could and said August 28th was his birthday. I wasn't even 100% sure, but I made that the date, and that's the date. It could have been yesterday for all I know, but whatever. So I don't really know his moon sign. I couldn't even tell you. But he's definitely a Virgo because he's a picky eater. So that's how I know for sure. Yeah, my cat's a Virgo because he's fussy and he's picky about what he eats. I'll give him tuna, and in the middle of the night he wakes me up because he doesn't want that. He wants chicken. Anyway. Where am I at? Okay, so happy birthday to the cat. I know I've had him since 2009. Yeah, 16 years old. Crazy, right? Okay. I know he's like looking like put me down. He wasn't even saying hey. He was like put me down. He is an OG. Passion Antagonist says Tesla ate egg whites, celery, potatoes, apples, drank warm milk, and avoided coffee and alcohol. Hey, to each his own. I wouldn't mess with just egg whites though. That's a bunch of tryptophan. Tryptophan is a precursor to serotonin that can make you like sleepy. It can make you like a little not anxious, but like it's a stressor. Too much serotonin causes stress. You know what I mean? He should have ate the whole egg. Because the yolk is where the vitamins are at. You need to get that biotin. You need to get that choline for the brain. You know what I mean? I'm all about eating the whole egg. Egg whites, you're just going to make yourself tired because of all the tryptophan. Celery's good. Potatoes can be good, although I avoid potatoes because, again, it just don't make my stomach feel right. You know what I mean? I feel like tired. That's me, though. Some people love potatoes. Apples can be good. I'm all about milk, so hell yeah, drank warm milk. That's what's up. Get that calcium, and I have it with coffee. And I do my very best to avoid alcohol. Us Pisces should not be drinking alcohol, man. Nah. It's okay to have a little bit every now and then, but alcohol is not our friend as Pisces because we indulge too much and get crazy. Yeah, 99 Cam says cats have toxoplasmosis virus. I probably got it. I don't even know. You're right. But he's a healthy cat. I got maids that clean the house, and we keep his litter box pretty clean. So, it's a very healthy, clean environment around here. I know because when females come over, they're like, damn, you're pretty clean for a dude. I'm like, thank you. It's the maids, though. I can't take all the credit. You know what I mean? Because when you have a podcast and you got people coming through a lot, it helps to have someone come in once a month and clean up the place, at least the kitchen and the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Yep. Oh, I'm way back here. Oranges are hybrids also. What? I didn't know oranges were hybrids. I feel like oranges are like some of the best fruits that do so much. Wow, there's no such thing as a vegetable. They're all parts of a plant. Crazy. Yep. Yep. You need electrolytes. Yep. I mean, I don't want to call. I mean, they're made. It's like, you can order them. Do you know what I mean? Maid Pro. Shout out to Maid Pro. Gave them a free plug. I use the corporate maids. So they come in like in uniforms and They got their own vacuums and stuff, their own products, and they just hook the place up. I get a discount because I only have them clean like the kitchen and the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like fancy, and it's not even that expensive. But yeah, we talked about that last time, 99 Cam, about the dairy. Anyway. Yeah, man, try to keep the house clean. Let me see how many people we got up in here right now. I'm just curious. I got a special thing that shows we're waiting for Priest to come back. If you just joined us right now, it's not just AD rambling. We had Priest earlier. We're gonna see if he comes back soon. We can talk about some other things. Otherwise, we're just freestyling topics, and then we're gonna go into the song promotion segment. So that's the plan for all of y'all watching. There's no official topic right now, no official guest. We just free flowing on some random things. Sweet potatoes are cool. I'm not a potato guy. I do white rice. Cutting sugar, caffeine, carbonation, and alcohol will give a pretty dope reset. Yeah, carbonation, I try to keep away from the foods because it can mess with your stomach acids. I couldn't quit coffee completely. I did do a reset, if y'all remember, back in January. But I was drinking way too much coffee, and it was too strong. And I had depleted my electrolytes. And I created a vitamin B1 deficiency because coffee can like deplete a lot of your minerals and your vitamins and stuff, because vitamin B1 is important. Most people are deficient in thiamine, which is B1. And it messed up my central nervous system. I was freaking out over dumb stuff. I'm like, what's going on, man? And then I did like an analysis of like my diet using Chronometer. Anyway, I was like, damn, I ain't getting no B1. And it's because I don't eat beans and I don't eat pork. And if you don't eat beans or pork, you're more likely not getting enough B1. And I don't take a multivitamin would put me over the top on other vitamins. So I try to just target what I need. Anyway, now I'm on B1 supplement and I feel good. I got all my other vitamins are on point. Carrots are great, man. Carrots are a huge source of vitamin A. So when I started doing all this research on the minerals and vitamins and stuff, I got to learn real quick what did what. You know, what most people are deficient in. Most people are deficient in potassium, magnesium, calcium, vitamin E, vitamin B1, B3, B6. If you eat chicken, that's pretty much covered. In fact, chicken is a huge source of potassium. So depending on how much chicken you eat, you might be good too. Anyway, Chronometer is what I used to track all that. If y'all are interested in it, it's a free app. You can just go online, pop in what you eat, and it'll give you a whole summary of what you're getting. A lot of blood spilled over bananas. Yeah, bananas are great and all, but you're not getting as much potassium as you think. Everyone's like, oh, bananas, potassium. It's not that much. It's not that much. You got to eat a lot of bananas to get the potassium you need. It's not that, even avocados. You'd be surprised. You get more potassium from chicken than you do bananas. What? That's a fact, Jack. Anyway, I have been having way too many conversations with ChatGPT. For non-meat eaters, try nori or yeah, 100% nutritional yeast for B12. Shout out to the vegans. I have respect for vegans and vegetarians because I experimented with that and I understand what they're doing it for. So I got nothing against vegans. I just can't do it. Whatever happened to Voltage Controller? Yo, he's still doing his thing. Yeah, he used to submit this to the show a lot, be part of the show a lot. But I think he's still just doing his thing. He hasn't come on the show that much. He's amazing with those beats. He's just getting better and better. He started to expand his YouTube channel. He's still around. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, he's doing his thing, man. Shout out to Voltage Controller. Really good producer. He's an exceptional producer and all that. But yeah, diet is so important. Keep says, careful with yerba mate. It can do things to your lungs, consuming it long periods. Coconut has more potassium. Yep. Broccoli, I don't know. I've heard so many things for and against broccoli, so I've kind of been like, I eventually cut it out. I was taking it because it had dim. If you know about dim. But no, I learned a lot, man. But it depends on your goals. Everyone's got different goals. Exactly. So Passion says our gut microbiomes get used to whatever we intake. That is true, man. Your body in general will get used and to adapt to whatever you do to it. If you start eating really low calorie, it'll adapt to that. If you start eating high calorie and stay there, you might gain weight, but it'll also adapt to that too, as long as you don't keep going. To whatever you eat. Sometimes you see people eating a lot of McDonald's and they're fine and they're lean. Their gut microbiome could have adapted to that. You know what I mean? It's weird, man. Same thing with milk. People talk about, they can't handle milk. It's probably because they haven't adapted to it. There's a thing called lactase, enzyme in your stomach that helps you digest lactose. And you could develop it. But if you're not used to drinking milk, then you're not going to be able to handle it because you haven't adapted to it. So it's adaptation happens a lot. I've been studying metabolic adaptation recently, which is an interesting topic. But check out metabolic adaptation, things called metabolic priming on YouTube. Really interesting stuff. You can slowly increase your carb intake and slowly increase your calories and sneak in food slowly and increase it. And your body will slowly adapt to it. And then next thing you know, you're eating a lot more than you used to, and you haven't gained any fat. That's crazy, right? That's called metabolic priming. You also check that out. But you got to slowly sneak in carbs for your body to adapt to it. And then next thing you know, you're eating 1,000 more calories than you used to without gaining any weight. In fact, you might even lose weight because the carbs will give you more energy. Anyway, that's just a quick thing I've been studying. I'm still researching it. Don't quote me on anything. You can check out YouTube for about that. 80 rap about metabolism. Yo. Right? I could throw something together. If I freestyle it now, it'll sound silly, but that's a good idea. We'll see. I got some bars I wrote down for another beat, but I don't want to break those out yet. What else we got? 99 count. Okay, so we got 69 people watching in the building right now. What's good, y'all? I appreciate it. Once again, we're waiting for Priest to come back online. If he doesn't, we're going to go into song promotion segment. Right now, we're talking about random stuff. In fact, I might go back into my Instagrams where we left off. Instagramming. Okay, so we left off on the millennials dancing to Juvenile. That's what the old people could be dancing to in the future. And my plan is okay. Priest says that his plane is here, so he's not gonna be able to join us, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and let me see what else I had real quick before we go to something else.
You know, like, it's that type of piece of slice where, you know, it makes you want to smack somebody.
Jay Farrell.
You know, like, I mean, like, you know how they say, like, it's so good it makes you want to smack your mom? Well, that's so good it makes me want to smack Chris Rock again.
And then, you know, I would like to play his brother as well if I get a chance to. If I ever get a chance, I'd love to play Eddie Murphy because, you know, if you look at my face, you look at Eddie Murphy's face, it really ain't no different. Yes.
You think dinosaurs existed?
Yes.
How you know?
You ain't never seen one.
Well, I mean, I've never seen one. Do you believe the Earth is flat, or do you think it's
Chickens
round?
can fly, Howard. Chickens can fly.
Can they?
Can fly. You know why chickens stopped flying?
Why?
So we could get close to them. They used to be able to fly. Nah, they don't get angry at me, Howard. I'm Tracy Morgan. Why would they get angry at me?
Well, excuse me. Well, I have to say a couple of things about this situation. First of all, Jennifer, the person who painted the Mona Lisa was Cat Williams.
So first of all, I don't even want to deal the motherfucker card. Let that nigga deal the motherfucker card, you know. I ain't trying to do this shit. You know, my fingers worry. You understand? You know what I'm saying? I got arthritis. You know?
He's alive, yo.
Things
He's
hurt
alive.
like a summer
He's alive.
He's alive. Shit hurt like a summer bitch. Motherfucker.
You like this so much.
That's crazy, right? Y'all already know Jay Farrow, man. Master impressionist. Jay Farrow kills it. Priest loves impressions. That's why I wanted to throw that on.
Demon is a demon. Mon means moon, and moon means emotion. D means negative. So a demon is a negative emotion that takes over your mind, your body, and your spirit. Every thought you think creates an emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. And when you repeat the same negative thoughts over and over again, you give shape to that energy and you give birth to something. That something is your demon. Demons aren't external forces. They are negative aspects of your own psyche, little voices you've created in your subconscious that now control you. They started as thoughts, then became emotions, then became patterns, and now they live in you. Every addiction, every self-sabotage loop is a demon you've given life to. You fed it with your energy, and now it feeds on you. But here's the truth. If you created it, you can reprogram it. Comment. Yes.
So you can see how some of these clips would be appropriate for the show. You know what I'm saying? We can go on and on. I got a bunch of them, man. But
And I had never.
Anyway. AD, can you ask Priest if I can submit a track with Rasul? I will ask him that. Right? 1 second. Good question, by the way. Okay. I asked him. We're going to see what he says. And I will tell you once he responds. But bear in mind, he's getting on a plane right now, so I don't know how good his signal is. But I assume he'll be able to see it. He'll probably need to sit down, and once he sees his phone, it should be good. Let's see. Thoughts create how you feel. Yep. So there's some random topics, yo.
You don't have 5 cents.
Oh, this one's a good one.
And
Let's do one more.
You don't have 5 senses. They lied to you. You have 15. Grab your
15.
notepad. You are a spirit, you live in a body, and you have a soul. Let's start with the weakest of the three, the body. Because it's limited by the physical. It's ruled by the seen. Its 5 senses are sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. Basic, surface level. You already know those. Now let's talk soul. This is where reprogramming starts. Your mind, what you think, your will, your drive to act, your emotions, what you feel, your affections, who you feel it for, and your imagination, your ability to see what isn't visible yet. Together, that's 10 senses. This is the operating system your affirmations tap into. Now, the spirit. This is where transformation goes quantum. Prayer, speaking truth to the divine. Praise, declaring truth to your reality. Worship, aligning with the highest version of yourself. Faith, belief beyond evidence. And meditation, pure focus. So you don't have 5 senses, you have 15. And when you learn to program the ones you can't see, you unlock the version of you that was always waiting. Use InnerTune to activate all 15. Comment sense, and we'll give you.
How crazy is that, though? You can see why I brought this to the craft because, well, first of all, for this episode, I had to bring something of insight besides my cat's birthday. That's interesting. 15 senses, yo. And it's a good perspective because it shows the importance of praise, show the importance of meditation. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be surprised how much meditation is being implied in the Bible. You know what I mean? When you read scriptures that are talking about to quiet the mind or to, sacrifice your firstborn is not literal. That's sacrifice your first thought. Do you know what I mean? When they're talking about sacrificing animals, that's not literal. You gotta be deeper. It's talking about thoughts. You know what I mean? And many times when they talk about animals, they're talking about your thoughts because it's of the animal mind. Do you know what I mean? I spoke about that with the Cain and Abel when he had to sacrifice an animal. That's to sacrifice your first thought. Firstborn, your first thought, your firstborn thought. You know what I mean? You remember that term? This is all real quick. The Lord is my shepherd. And you've heard that before. The Lord, what does that mean? The Lord is my shepherd. The sheep are your thoughts. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not real sheep. They're not, you don't take everything so literally. It's meant for those who have eyes to see. So if the Lord is your shepherd, that means he is the one who is the shepherd of your thoughts. He's the one that is assisting you in keeping your thoughts in the right place. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little quick insight about keeping the mind right. And how meditation is implied so much in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? 80, where'd you get all this from? So I got I follow this one guy online, not just Santos Bonacci, but what's his name? Bill Donahue, not Phil Donahue, Bill Donahue. You gotta check him out online. The dude goes in on exposing what the Bible's actually telling you. You know what I mean? It's a lot of astrotheology, but it's also the biological interpretation of the Bible, which is, it's incredible, man. And a lot of it's just undeniable stuff. Like it just opens things up, and it's not anything great about him himself. It's the fact that he's exposing what's already been there. You know what I mean? It's nothing new. Anyway, that's a great little video showing you how we have 15 senses, not just 5. That's crazy, right? What are you guys' thoughts about that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, nobody lords over us either. Yeah. It's kind of a term to, like, keep your mind of God, basically of good. God good, sheeple. Yeah. Yeah, it's coded. 99 Cam knows it is coded. Okay. Cancel the animalistic mind state. Yeah, it's there for survival. We do need it. It's this cerebellum is the animal mind, and the cerebrum is your higher mind. And y'all saw that in that painting. That Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah, y'all seen it right here. Remember, it was the beginning of Ben-Hur, if you guys have ever seen Ben-Hur. It's all right there, bro. It's the higher mind and the lower mind. That's a brain right there. See that? This is your brain. It's the higher mind. This is the cerebrum. And this is the lower mind, the cerebellum. And it's like, you zoom in on that finger, And it's like we're out of touch, you know? And it's our fault. That finger, all we got to do is lift that finger up to touch God, but we're kind of just like, Do you know what I mean? This is us deciding to meditate. Should I meditate? I gotta lift a finger to do that. You know what I mean? It's like God is right there reaching out to you. And we're over here like, You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting take on it. That's not my take. This is the take, I don't know who to give credit. The painter, Leonardo da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? But that's the idea of that interpretation, is that the higher mind of God is right there for us to touch. You know what I mean? That higher brain. But our lower mind is just, you know, we got to get there. We got to take that step. We got to lift that finger, do that meditation, do that knowledge, do that research, do that applying those 15 senses. You know? However you want to do it. I feel like we can go on and on and on about it. Anyway. Pretty interesting, huh? I did not draw that. You crazy. How am I going to draw that? Raising the Kundalini energy to the third eye. Yes, that's the same thing. Absolutely. We're already resurrected when we're born. Whoa. He said, nah, they zesty. What are you talking about? Why are we born in the first place if this how we got to go? Ooh, that's by Nas. Okay. You guys ready for the song promotion segment? I just wanted to bring something. Of some knowledge to this episode, y'all. And if it was at 15 senses, then that's something, you know what I'm saying? AD Audio Da Vinci. Oh, that's dope. I like it. But we do already have an artist named Lil Da Vinci. I'll take audio director for now. Okay, so Aurora Borealis, we've got a negative on that request to submit a track with Soul. So at the moment, that's going to be a no. But feel free to try again next week or next month. I'm not sure. All right, let me even see if we even have any promotion segments today. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what we got. Ooh, nope. It looks like none for today, and I understand. Better to have Priest in the studio, because then when you guys submit, you can see Priest's reaction live. Priest is watching right now. He's listening and watching to our show. So you can still submit tracks for the song promotion, and Priest is going to hear it. But I get it. People want to see his reaction. So, I got no song promotions for today. So we're going to go ahead and skip that and close out. Let you guys have your day back. Thanks so much for watching, all 72 of y'all at the moment. And everyone who's been watching thus far on the YouTube. That's what's up. Constantly growing, lots of stuff happening. Priest is busy. I'm doing my things. Make sure to also follow me on my YouTube channel. Got the link in the description. I got some videos of me playing the keys. I got a new track coming out of me playing the keys to a zombie song, originally by the Cranberries, but it's a version that was used in the Wednesday series. I don't know if y'all watch Wednesday on Netflix, but the new series has a part where the zombie was out in this mental asylum, and this lady was playing the zombie song by the Cranberries on the keys, and it's dope. And I actually learned that, and I'm gonna be filming myself with the green screen, rocking that same version on these keys and putting it out there. Y'all gonna see it. I might have it out in a week or a few days, depending on how fast I work on it. So that's gonna be fire. Y'all be in tune for that. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. All those links are in the description. Thank you to you all for checking it out. Yeah, man, the Addams Family, but it's from the series, the keyboard version. It's fire. If you haven't seen that Wednesday series, Tim Burton, man. Tim Burton, and then the music's done by Danny Elfman. That's like my favorite composer. He's all dark with it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, check that out. It's a part 1 of the series. You'll see on the last episode of the second series, part 1, you'll see this lady playing the zombie song. It's cool. You'll see. I'm gonna put it out soon. But that's what I got going on as of right now. To announce. You know what I'm saying? But thanks to all that watched, and we're gonna be back on Sunday, the 31st. Thanks for all the birthday wishes for Mojito. Shout out to Mojito's birthday. I'm probably gonna take a picture of him with his tie on, and I'll put that online like I do every year. So that'll be cool. Let me see what I could play on the way out. Killah Priest track should we play? Let's see. We can do Pyramids again. How about that? It's on my channel too. This is a track that Priest did, and I did the video for it. And it's the biggest video on my channel. Priest let me upload that video to my YouTube at the time. So I was like, cool. It's called Pyramids. So you'll see it right here on my channel. Right there. Bam. Y'all better subscribe to my YouTube. I only got 1.6 thousand, but it's all right. It's something. Like I said, this video got 463,000 views. And y'all about to check it out right now. In fact, I'll probably go straight to it instead of doing the credits. So, shout out to y'all again. Peace, fella B. 99 Cam 1. Corey and Howard. See y'all next time. What's up? Peace.
This solar light made me glow all night. Become one with me. Inwardly, take these limbs off me. Like a winter tree. Flesh leaves. Shed the body of his leaves like a breeze. Buzzing like a bee. Infinity, my center being. Divinity. I end to breathe. Higher awareness. Higher self-bliss. A ball of energy. Pulling the chi from my pelvis. To believe, to be free and careless. To out of my body, the shell lift. Warm, calm, gone, psalms. In the prayers to find my inward stairs. On the center chair, it's just there, nothing compares. How one become pairs, back to one, into layers. Becomes clear, I'm not dead, but not alive, only inside. The inner vibes, snow leopard creeps upon me. While my surrounding changes to palm trees. The prayer mantis enchanted, with a swinging standing advancement. My head turns in 7 directions at once, but I'm still staring at the front. A journey to the shortest distance, sorta like a resistance. As the rigor mortis stiffens, the coffin's risen. Absorb and listen, I'm orbiting, I glisten. For wisdom I'm giving, all in my system, till it comes out of me like a prism. I'm fringing, cringing, looking for that emblem. Staring into the darkness inside myself, cosmic, calling for someone else. But the voice just echoes, 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 echoes. Finally my soul let goes, no more depressed soul. Looking down the threshold, the heart begins to beating. I start believing, I start breathing. The art I'm conceiving, from a dark region. No more pyramids, but these are pyramids. Changing the pyramids, this is a pyramid. This is the journey to seek Cairo inside my soul. To seek higher than what I was told. Further than ancient Egypt, this is ancient Egypt. Hieroglyphics exchange for tattoos, believe it. This is the journey to seek Cairo inside my soul. To seek higher than what I was told. Further than ancient Egypt, this is ancient Egypt. Hieroglyphics exchange for tattoos, the non-visible attributes. Drawing my lyrical path, salute. Drop the jewels without parachutes. The math coming group. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, interrupting my beings, erupting sin. Gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance, deliverance from outside interference. Join the experience. The spirit go inward in. Remove the 9,000-year cloth. I cough, arms coming across, holding the for months and millenniums. I spoke like many of tongues, counting backwards from infinity to the first century, all the way before BC. You still can't figure me from the song I did from the didgeridoo. I am the temple, I am the pencil, I am the mental, I am the symbol, all triple. I am the peninsula to your state of mind, the inventor to the greatest rhyme, the adventure travel quasar time. I am the eye between the crack of dawn. I am the weight that broke day. I'm the pilot aboard the higher planes. I'm the conductor on your train of thought, on your tracks to your past. Tunnel vision, wisdom. I'm your opposing team when you're in the zone. Just to bring you home. Who am I? I'm just a poem. Reese.